in this hopefully quick video, I want to talk about alternatives to Google Analytics. Now, recently there's been a lot of press about Austria banning Google Analytics, and it's a big issue for GDPR in Europe and so on. And for a while I've been trying to look for alternatives. You can Google it yourself and just read some of the stories and some of the issues with Google Analytics and privacy. The main issue is that they take data from European users and European sites, and they host it and do whatever they need to do in the US. And of course that's a big issue. Now there are alternatives. You can do self-hosted analytics, and I'll show you some options I'm using, or you can use EU-based providers. So I'll show you one that I'm using. It's called Matomo.org, and this is free to self-host, or you can use their cloud service, and it's actually quite good and it's relatively easy to set up. If you've got Cpanel hosting with Softaculous or one of those installers, you can actually get them. You can actually install it yourself pretty easily. Let me just find my. I had a page up, I just lost it. 1 second. Okay, where's my cPanel? Let me just pause the video. Okay, I've got it here. Let me just quickly pull it up. Okay, so via Softaculous, I need to hide my domain. Okay, so via Softaculous, there's a couple of options. You've got Matomo, which I mentioned, Open Web Analytics, which I've not tried but looks interesting, and Logaholic, sorry. But when I loaded that, I had some issues with Malwarebytes blocking their site, so I wouldn't use that. That's the easy install method via cPanel. So you click on it, install, follow the process. The best option was the way that I set up Matomo. Is I installed it on a subdomain for one of my domains, and yeah, I just installed it on there. It's a PHP script that has a MySQL database, and I think I've got about 20 sites running on there. It's on a shared hosting, but it's reasonably powerful shared hosting. I think it's at 4 CPU and 5 GB of RAM. It's at 5 cloud host, I think. But anyway, yeah, it works pretty well. It's not as nice as some of the other options, but it's free and it's self-hosted, and obviously you control the data, you can anonymize the data and so on. I'll blur this, but I'll show you. So this is, I've got how many, let me block this. 1 second. Okay, so this is a screenshot of today's stats. Some of these are Google News sites and so on. But let me see. So I've got 17 active sites. I thought I had a bit more. I think I might remove some, but I'm going to put them back. And yeah, this is the all websites. And this is one of the reasons why I like Matomo is that with Google Analytics, I have to click on each site individually just to get the stats. I'm not really too interested, but I just want to make sure that my sites are getting visitors. And this was back when I started using my Google News sites. But you can click on the dashboard and go through individual settings. Now, it's not a review of Matomo. I'm going to blur a lot of this stuff out. Yeah, but you see that you've got country flags here, where they're from. Okay, I better blur that because it shows the IPs. But I'll show you some of the details that I can. And I don't know why my Matomo rating's gone down. I was 2-star earlier on. Now I'm back to 1-star. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's a pretty user-friendly dashboard. They've got a YouTube channel with a lot of tutorials. Click on visitors, look at visitors log. I think there's an option to anonymize IPs, which I probably have done, but anyway, you can look at the behavior. So it's quite comprehensive like Google Analytics, and it's free to self-host. I don't know how much they charge. Oops, let me blur that. Go have a look in a second. And this is the other option. Let me just quickly. That's Matomo. Let's look at pricing. So £17 GBP a month, about $22 I reckon, for 50,000 hits, which is quite expensive. Data stored in Europe and so on. That's only for 30 websites as well. I'm sorry for that clicking sound. I know people don't like it. Just my mouse gets dry. Okay. Anyway, it's not supposed to be a Matomo review. Okay, that's that. That's Matomo.org. So I use the on-premise free download, set up one of my spare domains, and I just made a subdomain, and I use the tracking code from there, install it on the sites, and it seems to work quite well. I'm not that keen on the interface, so on, but it does the job. Now, Plausible, I tried them for a month. It's really nice, really clear analytics, but for me, it's a bit expensive for what it is, and that's me being a little bit mean. So for 10k visits, it's £9, about $11–12 a month, and I hit that limit, I think, within about 2 weeks. And I had to upgrade. They wanted me to upgrade to the next package. That's why I cancelled it. Because for 100k, it's saying £19, $23, and it's 50 websites. It was a little bit less than I think. I think it was 20 then. They changed it recently, I think. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, Plausible is nice, and they're privacy based and so on. It's an alternative to Google Analytics. And they give back 5% of our revenue. Okay, it's really light. It's really good, and it is a good option. They're getting very popular now. I've noticed the past year or so they've really increased their user base. This one I considered is 66 Analytics. It's a one-time payment. There's open source code, free feature updates, 6 months of support, unlimited use, unlimited sites, and so on. It's also self-hosted. You pay $79 for one-time license. And where's the demo? It looked quite nice. Nice clear graphs, real-time data. For some reason I didn't actually... I do not know this. They've got a free option. Oh, no, it's just this demo? Okay, you can try a free option, I think. It's not a pretend thing, is it? Anyway. Okay, I don't know what's going on anyway. Sorry. But yeah, this looks nice. Okay, I can't show a full demo without registering. This one I heard about today in a Facebook group, GoatCounter, but I didn't like the interface. It looks really basic. It is free. I suppose it gives you the information you want, but yeah, I just don't have the patience to look at all these stats. And this one I signed up for today, it's technically it's free, but you can pay what you want for it with a monthly or one-off PayPal payment. And it's very clean, very easy to use. It's just a case of making an account without an email. You just you enter a username and password, and you add a couple of lines of code to your header, and it gives you a nice clean interface. It's open source, privacy friendly, no cookies, no logging, no IP address, nothing, no fingerprinting. You get all the basic details you need, and yeah, they're looking for investors. I think, how many users they say they've got? 500 active users, 1400 average page views a month in 2020, 14 million track visits, so on. So yeah, it would be good if projects like this succeed. So I might actually just sign up and pay monthly, and yeah, it looks pretty good. Let me show you a demo of their interface. So I just added my site quickly. I did a couple of lines of code, and it shows you the visits, search engines, social networks, direct linking, the time of the visit, country, device, platform, browser, languages, screen, time, entry pages, and the visit. The IP just shows the country flag. And here, so you can pay what you want. So you can pay what's it gone? It's a PayPal button, so you can pay monthly, whatever. But yeah, it's nice and simple, and you can add multiple sites. So you could add a website, you put the tracking code into the website, and then it recognizes it and adds it to the system. So in my case, I used what's it called? Insert headers footers free plugin. I just put the little bit of code in the head section, and I let it track. And you could also download your data, and you can delete websites and delete your whole account and so on. So I like this one. What else? Okay, this is another one I'm considering. It's Fathom Analytics. I believe it's UK based, it's privacy focused. This is scary. Google Analytics data is used in lawsuits. It can be, that's the issue of having stuff hosted in America. I mean, Google is everywhere. YouTube, everything we use is based around Google, which is annoying. But that's the way it is. Their pricing is pretty fair. I think they're charging. Let me get to it in a second. Okay, no GDPR notices etc. required, and so on. And let me get to their pricing. So their pricing is $14 per month. I don't know why I thought it was UK based. Is it? I'm thinking about a different one. $14 per month up to 100,000. Now with plausible, it was £19 per month, about 20 something dollars. And you can get up to 50 sites, 100% data ownership, uptime monitoring, which is a nice bonus. No cookie banning required, but you do if you use other stuff on the site. I was even reading that Google fonts might be an issue in Europe. That's something else to consider. That's for another video. And there's a lot of stuff here to read. But yeah, that's not bad. $14 a month. And where's that demo? I looked at that demo. And it's nice and clear. You get a lot of easy to understand data here. It's not overly complicated. It's actually nicer than the, what's they called? I forgot to give the URL for this one. Counter.dev. It's supposed to be a quick video. Yeah, you get actually a little bit more data with the use Fathom.com. Go back. So you get a 7-day free trial. Yes, this one that I might use. Okay. So I covered all of them. Let me just quickly check. There was one more. Let me just quickly find it and I'll come back. Okay, I can't find the other one, but that was about £19 a month, I believe. So anyway, yeah, the highlights of this video. So just use Matomo for free on your own hosting, or try Counter.dev for free, or technically pay what you want. Or there's use Fathom.com, $14 a month for the basic package. It looks really nice. Now, what I would say with Matomo is that my hosting I have it on is a 4 CPU and 5 gig. It's shared hosting, and it does perform quite well. But I've only got 17 sites on there, and sometimes it does take a couple of seconds to load some of the stats. So if self-hosting is not what you want, you've got a lot of sites, and use one of these cloud hosting providers instead, or get a VPS, host it on there. But I'll end it here. I'll link to all of these below. None of them are affiliate links, I don't think. So yeah, just check it out, use the free trials, and I'll see you in the next video.